What's going on, guys? This is Riggs, and we have a very special video in store for you today. What we're going to be talking about, and it's something over the course of the last few days, literally hundreds of people have contacted me in regards to covering the Midas ban in that situation. People asking whether or not I think he's hacking, predominantly because I, not only am I a frequent viewer of his in his live streams, I played with him a bunch of times, as well as featuring him in the Play Like a Pro series, which has been unfortunately tainted by those that have been caught cheating and that have been banned for 10 years. So what I want to do is I want to break down the events that took place, how it got to this point, how he got banned, and to where we are right now. From when I'm making this video, now he is unbanned. So there's a lot to get through. Also have some tips as far as, a little later into the video. I don't want to go too long, but some tips as far as how you should and should not be reporting people. So everybody, or the majority of people that play this game, or that, in our community, that watch the live streams on YouTube, that pay attention to the ranks, especially the Asia server, which is known to be one of the more, quote unquote, difficult or the hardest server, and also the Asia server having the most players. Being ranked number one, you are going to have a huge, and I mean huge, target on your back. Midas has been ranked number one maybe 4, if not 5 different seasons. He has held that number one ranked spot. And he was, not only did he get it after I think maybe 2 weeks into the season, he held that number one ranked spot all the way through until he got banned, basically at the start of week 8. So he got banned. There was tons and tons of accusations, but the most interesting thing about his ban is people are like, wait, but he live streams. We see his hands. You can, even see the computer that he's on, that he plays on. You can see him. I mean, there's not a single game, and he even says it all the time on his live streams. There's not a single match that he has played when he's ranking where he has not live streamed. So, if it was somebody that was ranked number one in Asia, and let's say that they, never live stream, you just see their name, then yeah, people are going to think that it's sus, especially when you see his stats. So was he hacking, or is he just better? So what ended up happening is, from the information that I gathered, the research I did, is a lot of people were reporting Midas, specifically from a clan. The clan name, I never even heard of them. I guess there must be an Asia server ranking clan, I guess. I play North America. But it's the Sworg clan. You can see it up on the screen. Sworg clan kept reporting Midas. And I guess they have a YouTube channel where they live stream, and they had people, like a call to action, like, hey, report Midas. But it wasn't necessarily because he was hacking. It was basically out of hate. These are haters. They see someone ranked number one. He was not only ranked number one, we're talking 500 points ahead of the guy in second place, which is a very, very big deal considering you're ranked number one. He gets a 10 kill chicken dinner on Vikindi. He might get a +6. So 500 points is very, very significant on the top 100 leaderboard. So, however, I will say, because we're going to be completely transparent, I will say that there were mistakes made on both sides. A couple of people that I've talked to, Korean, friends and teammates, is one thing they warned Midas to stop doing is him doing call for actions. So where he'd be in first place and the second or third place people would catch up to him, he would say, hey, everybody go ahead, go and report these hackers. Granted, clearly from the stats, 65% headshot ratio, those types of things, people with brand new accounts, where this is, season 14 was the first season that they've played in. Clearly, there's an issue. Midas, he's been playing, I think, since season 2. So anyway, he would always do call to actions to report players. So what would they do? They'd go to the leaderboards, they'd report the players, and then these players would get removed. So the same thing is what happened to Midas. The difference is the people that were banned on the leaderboard that Midas was reporting and all his followers did not get unbanned. However, Midas did. But we're going to lead up to this. Now, one thing that we need to discuss is the conversation. And this is something directly from Tencent. This is a verified account. The Tencent community team from Reddit. A lot of people were contacting them. And their response, imagine how you would feel if you live stream 8 to 16 hours a day, grinding, I mean, just day after day, week after week, to not only obtain, but to hold the #1 ranked spot in Asia that has twice the amount of players of any of the other servers. This was their response from Tencent. They said Midas was permanently suspended due to cheating. Cheaters like to come up with excuses. Now, I'll be honest, hearing Tencent even talk like that, it definitely seems almost out of context that they would even respond to somebody. And this is just like a random person just, contacting them on Reddit. Anyway, like cheaters like to come up with excuses. I thought that was pretty bold. Imagine Midas or his team reading that. At first I thought it was a 7-day ban. I hadn't actually talked to Midas yet. I thought it was a 7-day ban, where in turn it was actually a 10-year ban that he received. And it's because of the amount, it was solely because of the amount of people that were reporting him. So the number I heard was over 10,000 people reported his account for hacking. However, we do have good news about this. We do have good news, and this goes for anybody. There is a good takeaway from this. Anybody who gets banned or gets their account suspended will now be under an investigation. Remember that new feature in game where people are going to be reviewing your account for like some BP and some coupon scraps or whatever? In this case, this is what saved him right here. This is an official response from PUBG Mobile. Okay, this is also from Reddit. This is from actual PUBG Mobile, verified account. It says, we suspended Midas's account for investigation. We recruited 6 people with 2 pro players to verify Midas's gameplay with analysis from our anti-cheat system. In the end, we determined that he was not cheating. His account has been reactivated. And I think he was sitting at 7,817 points. All those points, everything came back. He didn't get his account back, and he's still in Bronze 5. No, that was not the case. So big shout out, big kudos to PUBG Mobile and the Tencent team for reviewing this and making it right. Because a lot of people were asking me, Riggs, do you think Midas was hacking? And I said, look, if it's a 7-day ban, that means he was playing with hackers. If it's a 10-year ban, that's tough. It's tough because we've seen people, we've seen a lot of people, I'm not even going to mention their names. Check out my Play Like a Pro series. There's a lot of people that have been banned permanently that have never gotten their accounts back, or they can get them, but like in the year 2030. So anybody that ends up getting banned now and doesn't get their account back, it's because they're cheating. Plain and simple. There's no two ways about it. So anyway, huge shout out to PUBG for making it right. I mean, here's someone that's constantly grinding day after day, providing, content, #1 ranked player in Asia, and to get your account ripped right from underneath you is really tough. Now, one other thing I'd like to mention, almost something like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, this is the important part. Hopefully you guys have made it this far. Make sure you leave a like on the video. So one thing I think should be removed from the game permanently is the report button. The report button is hold on. You guys are already making faces. The report button on the leaderboards, or where you can just type in anybody's name and report them, from their actual, their profile, or, especially the leaderboards. I hear it all the time in my Discord. I hear it all the time on Twitter and Instagram, everywhere, that, oh, I got my ban pan. I just reported everybody in the top 100 leaderboard, and I got my ban pan. So that is not a good system. The system that we have right now, all it does, it gets clogged, and you don't actually get to know you can't separate the cheaters from the actual fair play players, because anyone can go to leaderboard and just report somebody. What would make it to drain the swamp, to get rid of the current system, to make it easier to filter out the cheaters, especially with this brand new system? What they need to do, people that get killed by hackers in game, that's the way that you should be able to report only. That's how it should be. Even if you know that someone is on the leaderboard, someone who's never played against them should not be able to report them. Look at Midas' stats. His stats are 10 times better than anybody you know, including me. So anyone would look at stats like that and think they're hacking, let alone, you know, but he streams everything. You can see everything. There's no cheats. Fair play. Reason being is, let's say there's someone plays 5 matches. And in those 5 matches, I don't know, we'll just say they get 30 kills. They get 30 kills against real players. Bots can't report anybody. But let's say one person plays 5 matches and they get 30 kills. Let's say out of those 30 real players that they killed in those 5 games, let's say 27 of them reported them in game. That alone is a clear distinction that something that this person is doing when they play is sus. Instantly red flagged. Versus people just reporting Midas, his account gets red flagged just by the sheer number of reports. People that have not even faced him in game are just reporting him just out of spite, whether it's hatred, you know, whatever the case may be. But they should remove that report button. Don't tell somebody, oh yeah, let's go do a mass ban. You know, that's like the cancel culture. You know, we're anti-cancel culture over here. If they remove that report button off their leaderboard and made it to where you can only report somebody who kills you, they can get much more clear-cut data on who the suspicious players are, investigate them, and then figure out who's going to get banned and who's just better. In this case, Midas is just plain better. I really hope you guys know the video. Hopefully, I want to know what you guys think down in the comment section of the entire ordeal, and as well as this report button issue. If the report button I just mentioned, this new system, I guess I just introduced, if you will, if that was introduced, Midas would have never been banned, ever. It just wouldn't have happened because the players he plays against know that he's just better. But anyway, I really hope you guys enjoy it. This was a highly, and I mean highly requested video. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. We're very, very close to 66,000 subscribers. I love each and every one of you. But until the very next video, this has been Riggs from RØGERS Gaming.